We had some good memories at this place when we were little. Hey, look at this. Oh, this is an article from the Hudson DeRiver case that our grandparents saw. Wow, they told us this story all the time. I know, I can't see one of those poop emojis without thinking about it.
Remember, people used to think that water pollution wasn't a problem because 2/3 of the earth was water.
Right, but what they didn't realize was that 3% of that was fresh water, which is the only water we can drink.
And 87% of that 3% is frozen solid, and that we can't drink either.
So of all the water on Earth, we can only drink 0.26%.
Yeah, it all started when people realized that pollution was a problem.
Yeah, and that dumping raw sewage into the Hudson River wasn't such a good idea.
In the summer of 1967, they hired our grandmothers to investigate. After months of exhaustive research, they had narrowed it down to a few suspects.
Hey, look at these rap sheets for Daisy detergent and Freddy fertilizer.
We've got to tell Hudson's mother, Miss Atlantic.
Hello?
Miss Atlantic, there's been a break in Hudson's case.
Oh, please, tell me who would want to poison my Hudson.
We found that Freddy fertilizer and Daisy detergent took part in the poisoning, but not on purpose. It was non-point pollution.
What's non-point pollution?
Non-point pollution means that it was not from a direct source. It often happens unintentionally and is hard to track, like runoff, when fertilizers from lawns get washed into a river by rain.
Point pollution comes from a direct source, so it is easily determined, such as raw sewage being dumped into a river.
Ew, did you find anything else, detectives? I want to see some justice.
Well, Miss Atlantic, our team of doctors have found trace amounts of some suspicious chemicals in Hudson's stream.
You mean bloodstream?
No, stream. Look, his BOD and TSS are spiking, and his nitrogen and phosphorus levels are also steadily increasing.
Can you tell me those names again? I can see if they have a history of polluting.
Phosphorus, nitrogen, TSS, and BOD.
This is nitro, also known as nitrogen. Nitrogen is essential to plant growth, so it is a common ingredient in fertilizer, but in excess, it makes algae overgrow. Then, as the algae die, bacteria eat the algae and use up the oxygen, which means fish don't have the oxygen they need and die. That's right, nitrogen has been guilty of eutrophication. Nitrogen has also caused blue baby syndrome by polluting drinking water. Blue baby syndrome occurs when nitrate stops a baby from getting enough oxygen.
This is Big P, also known as phosphorus. Phosphorus is a nutrient that helps plants grow. However, it can be dangerous in high amounts, and it's also guilty of eutrophication. Phosphorus detergent started being used in the 1940s, but the main sources of phosphates making its way into our water are fertilizer, human sewage, and waste from livestock. He's basically a stowaway on the poop.
Speaking of poop, this is the Grand Poobah, also known as total suspended solids. TSS includes human and livestock waste, which are the biggest sources. Imagine being on a beach and chunks of sewage are in the water. Or in your water glass. Yuck! When TSS increase, BOD levels increase as well. BOD is the biological oxygen demand, which measures the amount of oxygen consumed by the bacteria in breaking down organic material. TSS is definitely the ringleader, because he also contributes high levels of phosphorus and nitrogen.
Eureka! So this group, the pollutants, they've been polluting Hudson.
I think we can say, case closed.
You've got to get this to Hudson's lawyer straight away.
And just a few years later, the Clean Water Act was passed protecting Hudson and other rivers like it.
Let's check out his levels now. Wow. His BOD and TSS levels really plummeted since the Clean Water Act was put into effect. See?
Yeah, and his nitrogen and phosphorus levels have also declined, but not as drastically.
Looks like there's more work to do.
How can we fix this? I mean, the Clean Water Act made a big difference, but there's still raw sewage making its way into the Hudson today when storm drains overflow.
Well, it looks like it's time to update our sewage infrastructure. But remember non-point pollution? We can do all sorts of things to help Hudson, like reducing our use of commercial fertilizers.
and cleaning up after your pets when you walk them.
You can also use less water because of all the water that goes down the drain. It has to be treated by water treatment plants.
Maybe it's time our generation takes on the Hudson DeRiver's case.